I am Honorary Consul of Uganda in Mumbai. I am appointed almost 3.5 years back. I welcome our High Commissioner in Delhi, Ms. Grace Akelo. My colleague now and my Samdi Bhai, he is Honorary Consul Designate Vinod Shiraugi in Chennai now. And Mr. Neeraj. Mr. Neeraj. I just got introduced with him. He is from PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So, a warm welcome to all of you. It's first of its kind Uganda roadshow on business and investment opportunities. And now the floor is open for discussion. I would like our High Commissioner, Ms. Grace Akelo, to declare this press meet open and speak few words.
Before I do so, I think I want the man on the spot.
I am Honorary Consul of Uganda in Mumbai. I am appointed almost 3.5 years back. I welcome our High Commissioner in Delhi, Ms. Grace Akelo. My colleague now and my Samdi Bhai, he is Honorary Consul Designate Vinod Shiraugi in Chennai now. And Mr. Neeraj. Mr. Neeraj. I just got introduced with him. He is from PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So, a warm welcome to all of you. It's first of its kind Uganda roadshow on business and investment opportunities. And now the floor is open for discussion. I would like our High Commissioner, Ms. Grace Akelo, to declare this press meet open and speak few words.
Before I do so, I think I want the man on the spot to say one. Yes.
Good evening to all the press people. Uganda is a very prominent country on the east of Africa, a pearl of Africa we say. It is surrounded by the Central African countries like Tanzania, Congo, and it has a very good open business economy, open to the trade and business. Uganda is a very fertile agricultural land, many opportunities for agriculture, many opportunities for investment in hospitality. The economy is open and there is free transfer of investment. Profits can be repatriated between Uganda and India. The government for the last 34 years has been very stable, and there is a big Indian community of more than 60,000 families living in Uganda who are doing business for more than a century now. Agriculture and tourism. Tourism is a very important aspect of Uganda because it has many wildlife national parks. It has the best Lake Victoria, which is the biggest freshwater lake, many waterfalls. It is the origin of the river Nile, and for tourism it is a very attractive destination. Also for film shooting, Uganda offers a unique location, cost effective. The government of Uganda has made the investments into Uganda very open. You can have 100% profit repatriation after payment of the local taxes, and you have the 100% ownership of whatever business you do that. In terms of agriculture, it has very fertile land, abundant water. The fruits are plentiful grown there, and you know the land is only 1 or 2% converted to agriculture, so the opportunity for agriculture is big. In terms of fruits, it has a wide cultivation of bananas, all varieties. The mango fruits is grown in plenty. Pineapple, jackfruit, It has the highest growth of avocados and of course tea and coffee is very big from Uganda. Also the milk, the cattle and the milk, they have a large production of milk which is very surplus, and it requires to be packed, converted to milk powder. A lot of ghee and butter is possible to be exported out of Uganda. In terms of hospitality, the hotel chains, because there is so many tourist spots, there is a requirement of lot of hotel chains to be established there. In terms of medical, we have a huge scope for hospital chains to be established, and medical facilities. I think all this is giving a huge opportunity for India-Uganda bilateral trade, and Her Excellency from the embassy, Grace Akilo, has come here to promote Uganda and India business. Thank you.
Now let me do the next step. I'll stand, but when the interview goes, when you start asking your questions, which I hope you will, I will sit down again. So my name is Grace Akilo. I am High Commissioner of Uganda in India now in New Delhi now for the last almost 4 years. I've come to Chennai. Now this is my 4th visit as well, I think, because I came to the road show. I came to the exhibition. It's not only Uganda which has road shows. The government of India has got very good road shows, except you don't call them road shows. I came to the Air Expo, which you had 2 years back, somewhere near the coast. I came then again, and I came again. But if I were to say, how many of you have seen an African person and interacted with them face to face like this? How many of you press people here? I dare to say that I would find maybe 2% maybe. So for me, my idea was, let us go east, because this is where the economy of India is growing very, very fast, very, very fast. It's one of the areas where it's growing very fast. Of course, Mumbai is the headquarters, the financial capital of India. Kolkata is very important, having been an old capital and also commercial center. Now Chennai is like which one of America, where they manufacture vehicles? What's the name of that state? I've forgotten, the press will know it. It's like that. So we are very interested in this state, and I'm getting ahead of myself with the story, so let me start where I should have started. On my right is our distinguished honorary consul for Mumbai, Mr. Agrawal, who has already introduced himself. I have an honorary consul designate, which is why I tell him we have to keep a little bit of a low profile for him, because the government of Uganda said, okay, the government of India is also going to say, okay, we hope. This is our man in Chennai, this gentleman here. Then this gentleman to my extreme left is Mr. Niraj, and he and us, as you can see there, we are doing a joint show. You know, one of the ideas of this bilateral relationship between Uganda and India is that you should work with the local opportunities, the local establishments, the local agencies which are there to promote the economy, to promote the political relationship, to promote the social cultural relationship. So this is why we have the PhD Chamber as our partner in this event. A gentleman just sauntered in to the room when we had sat here, and he happens to be the deputy head of mission. We decided to come. Usually we don't do this. Usually when the head of mission is somewhere, the deputy head of mission is elsewhere. But for us, this show is very, very important. So we say, let us all go to Chennai. So I have the deputy head of mission. If you could stand for recognition, please, sir. That's our deputy head of mission, if the press would like to see him. Then I have at the back the lady who has been working together with Mr. Miraj, Madame Sophie Birungi, she's the Secretary for Commercial Diplomacy. Then the lady who is seated here, the reason she's seated here is because she's the one responsible for public relations. She's the Consular Secretary in the mission in Uganda. We want to link up with Tamil Nadu because we believe that this relationship will be mutually beneficial to Uganda and to the state of Tamil Nadu. We know that Tamil Nadu and the people of this area are the brains, the intellectuals, the thinking part, the heart of India, the ones who have taken India to the moon, the ones who have sent 100 satellites to space in one day. We know you have. So we know that you are very good farmers and you are self-dependent in food. Your food security is unquestioned. We know that your technological development is very, very high. You know that you have people here who are very innovative. We know that you have training programs here with the e-programs, which have gone not only in learning into your e-government, you have e-health, you have e-medicine, you have e-everything. We know the potential that there is here. And we are saying that Uganda, as it is aspiring to transform from an economy which is like perhaps what India was 50 years ago to what India is today, a middle-income country, we have a lot to learn from it. But apart from learning, we are saying, no, learning is not enough. There is a way we can stimulate each other's economic growth. When you go and people from, okay, by you I mean even you, the press, yes, of course, because you can link up with your fellow press people in Uganda also, and there can be quite a relationship to be established, which would also be mutually beneficial. But we say that when you go, we are looking, in this particular show, we want to promote investment, trade, and tourism, investment opportunities in all these areas. There are so many investment opportunities, as the Honorary Consul Designate had started to name, and as the Honorary Consul had named. We have a vision, 2040, and that is the vision which we are pursuing in transforming Uganda from a peasant economy to a middle-income economy. In this, we see, like the way India has seen, industrialization is the way to transformation. You cannot run an economy on peasant agriculture. And you have struggled here. We have seen how you struggled with it. You had an agricultural revolution, which made sure that India is now self-sufficient in food. Not only that, India now feeds the world with the exports. It's rice. I think it's the second largest rice exporter to the world. India is. We have seen that industrialization is what breeds the young brains and makes them innovative. India, 20 years ago, nobody would think that India would go to the moon. India has gone to the moon. India has gone to Mars. India explodes satellites every day. And the hub is here. These are all things that we want to learn. Investment, when you take your investment to Uganda, we want to tell the business community here that when you go to Uganda, you'll find an environment which the whole ecosystem is put together in order to realize the highest benefit to both the people of Uganda and the investor in the area of his investment, whether he invests in industrialization, whether he goes into oil and gas, whether he goes into investment opportunities in tourism, wherever he or she decides to invest. The benefit is mutual. Uganda gets the money, gets the economy going. India gets the profits. This is the sort of, the warm, friendly relationship that we want to have. Mutually prosperous nations, which are political friends, which are international friends, which see each other at the level of state-to-state equality, but with Uganda looking at India and saying, you are the bigger sister, come on. Okay, because I'm a woman, I'm saying, you are the bigger sister, come on, help us. But you could say, you are the bigger brother, come on now. Please, how did you do it here? Can we do it also like this? Why don't you come and do it together? This is the relationship. So that's why we are here. And we organized this press conference. Here, he's here. Madam Among is here. We are ready to answer your questions. I hope we have stimulated your interest in my country. And we rely on you to help us to promote this. Thank you very much.
one thing you can definitely mention is about the gorillas. Uganda and Rwanda put together has got world's 90% gorilla population. If you come tomorrow for the inaugural program, till then I have made a beautiful structure of Uganda. I will show it to you tomorrow. And we would invite you to visit Uganda. Because of COVID, the flights are right now suspended. But as the situation is normal, there will be a soon Mumbai and Delhi to Uganda. Entebbe is the airport. There we will have soon the flights, direct flights. Right now, either we can go via Kenyan Airways or Ethiopian Airlines or Emirates via Dubai. And Qatar, no. Qatar has also done it. So very nice location. I can tell you my experience. For last 30 years, my company Ajanta Pharma is doing business there. We feel at home there because the people are so friendly and the opportunities are immense. Opportunities are abundant. And we all Indians, we believe in working honestly. So for all the people who wish to grow, Uganda is the land of opportunities. I met the Honorable President when I was there last with the big businessman delegation from Mumbai. We had 35 business delegates and we signed investment agreements worth $1 billion. We got setback just because of this COVID. Otherwise, many industries would have started by now. Biggest partner for Uganda is and friendly relation is with India. I have great pleasure to inform all of you that Honorable Prime Minister of India visited Uganda in July 18. And that time you can see the photograph here. That was when Prime Minister Narendra Modi has visited Uganda. That was July 18. And Government of India considers Uganda, India relationship is on the top actually. In entire Africa, Uganda-India relationship is given lot of importance. Mahatma Gandhi ji, before coming to India for the freedom struggle, he stopped there. Near the Nile, there is a statue put up there. And there he has wished that when I die, my ashes should be immersed here. Because Nile River is the longest river. It flows 600 kilometers, 6,000 kilometers.
Miles.
Miles.
6,000 miles.
6,000 miles, not kilometers. From there to Egypt, right? And world's longest river. So as per his wish, the ashes were immersed there. And now Government of India is putting a big monument there. So I have come specially from Mumbai to let you all know, and tomorrow I am going to address the businessmen also and many ministers from India, because many ministers from Uganda will also address all of us. They couldn't travel because of the COVID restrictions, but this is the time, this is the first day. As now you have got where he is going to open the consulate here. Honorary Consul will be there, giving a lot of time, and we will meet very oftenly to promote Uganda-India relationship.
Gentlemen, also Uganda is a very popular film shooting destination.
Yeah.
Because of the natural beauty of Uganda, the waterfalls, the rivers, the wildlife, the animals, many film shootings are taking place in Uganda, and we have invited the producers from South India Film Chamber to take part in the program and understand the different locations for film shooting. And it's a very friendly country, absolutely safe, and ladies and people travel without any hindrance. For last 34 years there has not been any unrest, very stable. So very good for doing business.
He felt so at home in Uganda that he announced his whole Africa policy, India-Africa relationship, the 10 principles of India-Africa relationships. He announced this in the Parliament of Uganda, and we are very proud of the fact. So,
what is that you expect from Tamil Nadu?
Sorry?
What is that you expect from Tamil Nadu?
Investment in all sectors of Uganda's economy. We want your people, your businessmen, people who see far, people who say, okay, I have grown my company here, it has matured, it has made money, but I think that I want to externalize some of it. So Uganda is a business location for such a person. So that investment in our areas of agriculture, as he's saying, investment in our area of minerals, investment in our area of tourism itself. You know, investment in our areas of energy, investment in our area of especially
Textile. The textile.
Cotton and textile industry, but in the medical field, not just to provide hospitals, ordinary hospitals, but specialist hospitals. Because there is something in Uganda, we say there is medical tourism. I don't know whether in Tamil Nadu you have heard of such a word, medical tourism, meaning like yesterday when we came, one of our top generals was just being flown specially from Uganda right up here to Medanta Hospital in Uganda with an air ambulance in order for him to have a liver transplant. We don't have such capacities. So investment in such areas, cooperation with agencies in Uganda which promote Uganda-India relations.
How many entrepreneurs are there in Uganda? Indian entrepreneurs.
How many
Indian companies? Yeah, Indian companies.
Oh my goodness. Let me see. I can't give you a number, but I could name for you some.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, and when you say Indian, you be careful when you say Indian, because some of those Indians are our Ugandans.
But they are for century, more than a century now.
Because now for example, if we start with the Madivani. Madivani is a sugar giant, a big one. It's traded on the international market. You know, the family has been there. The Madivani family has been there since 1917, I think. When Idi Amin wanted to chase away the Asian population, not the Indian, but the Asian population in 1973, some of the Madban family people said, we are not moving, this is our country. So they stayed there. Then we have Meta. Meta is another sugar giant, a big sugar giant. Then we have somebody called Mkwano. That one is then we have the younger generation, Sudil, Uparelia, we have those. Then we have people who are in Airtel. This Airtel, the same Airtel here is the Airtel that's operating in Uganda, and it's an Indian company. You have people who have gone in and gone into the cement production. We have a big cement factory now in eastern Uganda, recently established by an Indian fellow. We have a cassava factory in northern Uganda established. So if I take how many, tomorrow maybe I can answer your question. I can ask Madam Among to quickly do a global search, on Google and so on, how many Indian companies there are in Uganda. But I can assure you, what can tell you how many there are in Uganda is the statistic. The Indian companies in Uganda are the highest taxpayers. Government of Uganda gets over 70% of its taxes from the Indian companies. So that might be something like this.
We are controlling a lot.